Oh my God, you are not going to believe the bombshell that just dropped in Hollywood. Grab your teacups because Jim Carrey is spilling scalding hot tea about Will Smith and Diddy, and trust me, this is the kind of drama that'll make your jaw drop.
You know, it's always so busy, so I just wanted to keep it real. I think I'm going over to Puff Daddy's house.
Really, that's just a nice sort of chestnuts roasting.
Beautiful, very beautiful.
Nice atmosphere there.
Amazing. Bing Crosby playing.
Can you get us in?
Where's Bill Cosby?
I don't know.
I don't know. Bing Crosby, Bill Cosby.
No one knows anymore.
I get mixed up.
I'm here for Will Smith, the person. She's like, hey man, celebrities don't hang out at Planet Hollywood. And I was like, am I getting punked? At least in my head, I'm like, at least I'm not anybody, right? So I get downstairs and it's 10 black dudes, all in a small room, probably the same size as this, with curtains all around it and a folding table in the center. And I'm looking and I'm like, oh my God, these 10 black dudes, Will, Charlie Mack, I know he's bringing Jazzy Jeff, that's 13 black, I'm a lot of dudes tonight. Like in my head, I'm like, if this is a scenario, I am screwed.
Like, seriously, y'all, Jim isn't just throwing shade, he's throwing the whole entire tree. Our comedy king is finally pulling back the curtain on all that glittery Hollywood fakeness, and he's starting with none other than Will Smith. And trust me, what he's revealing about Will and these young guys getting caught up in Diddy's business, it's giving major cult vibes with all these rituals talk. I literally can't even. And here's the thing that's making everyone's heads spin. Jim is finally explaining why we've never, ever seen him at any of Diddy's infamous parties. Like, have you noticed how Jim was never photographed at those fancy schmancy white parties? Never heard dishing about those f***s everyone whispers about? Well, honey, now we know exactly why, and it's juicy.
Is that a gang sign? Have you,
Oh, like you don't know what it is. You don't know what that is.
I have no idea.
You don't know. Jimmy Fallon doesn't know. David Letterman doesn't know.
We don't know.
All the comics and show business don't know what this is. Right? Yeah.
What is it?
Come on, Jimmy. Seriously, the time is up. People are hip to this kind of stuff. I'm here tonight to blow the lid off it, to be the whistleblower. I'm sick and tired of the secrets and the lies. It is the secret symbol of the Illuminati, and you're a part of it, and it is the all-mocking tongue.
The timing of this tea spill? Perfection. While Diddy's drowning in lawsuits and dealing with those headline-making arrests, Jim decides to drop these truth bombs. But hold on to your wigs, because next month is about to get even wilder. We're talking over 100 people coming forward with lawsuits across multiple states. Like, that's not just a scandal, that's a whole series.
As I said, our law firms have been retained by 120 individuals at this point to pursue cases in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs. You should know, in this group, it is evenly divided between males and females. There are 60 males and 60 females who have joined us to pursue these claims as plaintiffs.
And y'all, the lawyer handling these cases is connecting all the dots back to those infamous freak-offs we've been hearing whispers about for years. Let me tell you, these weren't your average Hollywood parties. They were straight up sketchy with a capital F.
Yeah, Mr. Lee.
Yeah, I love this drink.
Will you put my bag?
I like when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, will you put my bag?
Daddy, I like when
Mr.
you
Lee.
scrambling and scraping.
No, I got
I like
notes.
that.
Wow, okay, I've got a lot I can't tell. So, I can't tell that one either. I mean, I'm like actually cycling through them. There was one moment, so it's not really a party story, but our relationship was really bizarre. So it started over punked, because he was like, yo,
don't punk
you
me.
can't punk me. And I was like, I don't know what to tell you, everybody's on the table. He's like, not me, I'm off the table.
I just want to say,
You're doing so good, you're doing so good.
I just want to say, everyone will suffer.
The tea just keeps getting hotter because now other celebs are coming out of hiding to spill what really went down at these parties. We're talking stuff so creepy it'll make your skin crawl, and stories so dark that people literally can't even speak about them. But here's the gag. Jim's been trying to warn us about Hollywood's dark side for years. Remember that totally bizarre interview he gave at New York Fashion Week in 2017? It all makes sense now.
I've covered a lot of fashion weeks. This is the first time I've run into Jim Carrey. Wait, tell me, is it true you're wandering the streets? You need a date to the party? What's up?
No. I'm doing just fine. I just, there's no meaning to any of this. So I wanted to find the most meaningless thing that I could come to and join. and here I am.
They're
I
celebrating.
mean, you got to admit, it's completely meaningless.
Well, they say they're celebrating icons inside.
Celebrating
Do you believe
icons.
in
Boy, that is just the absolute lowest aiming, possibility that we could come up with. It's like icons. Do you believe in icons?
Y'all, everyone thinks they understood what Jim was doing, but the Hollywood elite, they were shook. He was literally exposing their self-obsessed nonsense and distancing himself from all the fakery. And let me spill some more tea. This wasn't his first time playing whistleblower. Back in 2014, he showed up on Jimmy Kimmel Live doing this super strange hand gesture that had everyone talking. Jimmy tried to laugh it off like, oh, it's just a gang sign. But Jim wasn't playing. He was like, honey, you know exactly what this is. Now let's dive into the real tea about why Jim stepped away from the spotlight, because Tommy Davidson just dropped some major truth bombs. Our beloved Jim hit it big with movies like Ace Ventura, The Mask, and The Truman Show. We're talking icon status. But get this, he decided to focus on becoming his authentic self instead of playing Hollywood's twisted games. I mean, can we say growth? And y'all, Jim's journey to the top? It was rougher than a $2 foundation. But thank heavens for the Wine family, especially Keenan Ivory Wayne. That man saw Jim's star quality when everyone else was sleeping on him. When Jim's career was looking deader than last season's trends, Keenan spotted that special something. But wait, the drama gets even juicier. Poor Jim couldn't even land a spot on Saturday Night Live at first. His audition tape got lost in the sauce and never made it to the big boss. But did our king let that stop him? Absolutely not. He ended up hosting SNL 3 whole times and showed up looking fabulous for their 40th anniversary. Now that's what I call a comeback. Speaking of emotional roller coasters, grab your tissues because this next part is heartbreaking. Jim lost both his parents within just a few years, Mama in '91 and Daddy in '94. His father was actually super talented but never chased his entertainment dreams because of fear. That experience literally shaped Jim's whole embrace the failure mindset. We love a king who learns from family wisdom. Now let's get real about mental health for a hot minute because this tea is important. Behind all those iconic laughs, our comedy king was fighting some serious battles with depression. He was on Prozac for a while, but decided he didn't want to get dependent. We stan a self-aware legend. Fast forward to 2022, and everyone's losing their minds about Jim becoming basically a hermit. He went from being Hollywood's party king to focusing on his art, and people are concerned. But don't think for a second he wasn't watching all the drama unfold. And
Sickened. I was sickened by the standing ovation. I felt like Hollywood is just spineless, en masse. And it really felt like, oh, this is a really clear indication that we're not the cool club anymore.
Chiley, speaking of drama, remember that insane moment at the 2022 Oscars? Jim was absolutely disgusted when Will Smith did that slap heard round the world. The way he spilled the tea about feeling sick watching everyone give Will a standing ovation, that was some real talk. And here's where it gets super spicy. People are whispering about Will's protectors being behind all this mess. Like, why didn't Chris Rock sue Will after getting slapped on national TV? Is it because Will's got some kind of special Hollywood immunity? And honey, the rumors about how he got that power, I'm clutching my pearls.
Who knew that your husband was doing things to boys and did stuff to your son and you ain't do shit about it? Bilal told me everything.
But wait, because Belle, Will's former assistant and friend, is about to make this tea even hotter.
Responded. The reason why Jada responded, because they know it's true. Will's never responded. And they responded in less than 9 hours.
They did. That was a fast response.
That was because he know what I saw in that dressing room. He know other things that I saw. She did all this to try to scare me, but I fear no one but Allah. Jada, listen, in 2 weeks, if you don't sue me in 2 weeks, if Tasha K will have me, I'm back here and I'm dropping evidence, period. You said I extorted you. You said there's a money shakedown. You said a lot of things about me. And you know that the things that you said were untrue. Let's get into a little bit more of it. Jada runs Will, period. Me and her at war. I'm gonna put Will to the side. Will is to the side. Me and Jada, I will say this because I know you're watching. I know Karen Tense is watching.
Who's Karen Tense?
That is her PR person for years.
Okay.
Right? I know they're watching. Jada, you're a bald head liar and you're a drug addict, right?
Oh, God.
You told the world that you were going to sue me. As of yet, and you said you're going to do it swiftly. It's been over 2 weeks. So Jada, I'm giving you 2 more weeks to sue me. If you don't sue me, this is what's gonna happen. All the sex parties, right? And the men that you hit with dildos, I'm naming names, right? All the salacious stuff that you have done and hurt other people, I'm naming names. You assassinate my character. You say I extort you.
And y'all remember what Lunel said? Because I sure do.
Rumors of Will Smith being gay and having gay relations with who was it with?
Diddy.
Now let's talk about this Will and Diddy connection because it is everything. These two have been tighter than a new facelift since the 90s, climbing that entertainment ladder together. And that Miami party in 2004? Scandalous doesn't even begin to cover it. They literally had food served on a woman's body like some kind of twisted buffet. And don't even get me started on that threesome story that somehow made it to national television. The audacity.
When you were dating J-Lo, Will Smith and Jada tried to pick her up on a threesome and you were gonna beat up Will Smith. Is that true?
But now, with Diddy behind bars facing these absolutely shocking trafficking allegations, everyone's looking at Will sideways. Like, what does he know? Why is he suddenly quieter than a church mouse about his bestie's drama? Make it make sense.
Breaking news tonight, Sean Diddy Combs has been arrested in a Manhattan hotel this evening after a grand jury indicted the music mogul.
Y'all, these charges against Diddy are beyond. We're not just talking about some minor celebrity scandal. We're talking trafficking, racketeering, and kidnapping. The feds are saying he ran this whole criminal empire using his status, drugs, and straight-up intimidation to control people. These freak-offs were just the beginning of this horror story. And what they found during those raids? Chile. We're talking guns, mountains of ammunition, and get this, over 1,000 bottles of lubricant, plus all these sketchy substances like ketamine and GHB. Diddy's over here claiming he's innocent, but with evidence stacking up higher than my stilettos, I'm not buying it.
I got on my Diddy mode. I'm sorry, I started licking my lip. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yo, Diddy, you gave me the ooshka skoofmash. You gave me the ooshka smooth, the smoothmash. Diddy. Yeah, son. I mean, you gave me the ooshka wash. I love it, yo. I love it. You gave me the ooshka wash. I'm telling you, bro, it's my dad's friends. My dad sicked his baddest friends on me.
Who's your dad?
Lucifer.
Just when you thought this tea couldn't get any hotter, honey, a former male employee comes forward with a $30 million lawsuit. He's saying Diddy was getting all kinds of inappropriate, plus some forced nastiness with other industry guys. The mess of it all. And then there's Orlando Brown stirring the pot like a master chef. He's out here claiming he hooked up with practically every rapper in the game. Diddy, Drake, Bo, Wow, the whole crew. Now at first, everyone was rolling their eyes like, oh, that's just Orlando being Orlando with his wild stories. But now, people are starting to wonder if this man was spilling straight facts all along.
He loved me while he loved me. And only I can, just like Diddy. The same thing with Diddy. Nigga, they love me while they love me, bro. Period. And I know it's them. I'm not trying to be no dick, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Them my niggas, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they bomb as fuck. They bomb as fuck when they switch into the little mode, they go morphing and shit. They bomb as fuck with my nigga.
I just said morphing. So hold on, wait.
Them my niggas, bro.
Let me catch you up on Orlando's whole story because this tea is piping hot. If you were living for Disney Channel in the early 2000s, you definitely remember him as Eddie from That's So Raven. But after the show wrapped in 2007, baby, things went left. Orlando's journey has been messier than a toddler with finger paint. We're talking arrests, drug possession, showing up barefoot at random places with boxes of wine. It was giving celebrity meltdown, but make it extra. But here's the thing. Even through all his struggles, he kept trying to tell us something about Hollywood being shadier than a palm tree. Like, do y'all remember when he disappeared for a whole day in 2008? Everyone was panicking. His manager was calling everyone and their mama trying to find him. Then he just pops up on a radio station the next day like, my bad, needed to clear my head. The drama and the hits just kept coming. DUI in 2011, making threats outside some woman's house in 2014, getting caught with substances in 2016, and even had bounty hunters on his tail in 2018. It's giving reality show, but make it tragic. But the real gag. Through all this chaos, Orlando kept dropping these truth bombs about the industry. He was out here saying people were selling their souls for fame, claiming Raven wasn't herself anymore. At first, everyone thought he was just talking crazy, but now, Chile.
Let's talk about Raven.
Of course, no problem.
You've been very, very, you've always said what you wanted to say about her.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like it came across as pain and not necessarily as a diss to her.
But no, it's I'ma be silent because I know something that he is not supposed to know. He don't know this. So I'm gonna say this is what Raven's doing. I know something that he don't know.
Then in 2018, things got even wilder when Orlando showed up on Dr. Phil wearing those snake eye contacts. He's sitting there claiming he's Michael Jackson's son, calling himself Orlando Brown Prince Michael Jackson Jr., aka Blanket. Like, what is happening?
What's your full name?
My full name is Orlando Brown Prince Michael Jackson Jr. And that's aka Blanket.
So what's Prince Michael Jackson Jr.?
Well, it's my nickname I gave to myself. Because my father was Michael Jackson, great Michael Jackson. So.
Your father was Michael Jackson.
But the tea gets even steamier. After denying he ever said Will Smith was his daddy, he starts talking about wanting to marry Raven Simony. The whole interview was giving fever dream realness.
We made love.
Who you made love with?
Diddy, Bow Wow, Busta Rhymes.
You just told me you seen Busta in the airport too. That one from trying to act like he didn't know you. You smashed Drake?
No, I never smashed.
Oh, you made love to Drake.
And Cat Williams.
Of course, Bow Wow and Nick Cannon jumped in real quick to shut down those accusations. Nick even got all serious about mental health in the industry, but honestly, the damage was already done. The streets were talking.
You want to be the kind of person to understand that, like, life is a real thing, like, and that's what I found out. Life is just definitely a real thing. Demons are real, and all that stuff is real. And once you call out certain demons, they appear. You call out certain demons, they appear. You call out certain spirits, they appear. Certain entities. This life is real. This game of life that we are living is real, and we just gotta be more careful. And that's what you taught me, just to be a little bit more careful.
Then, like a bolt from the blue, Orlando starts spilling all this tea about Diddy. And when he sat down with Cam Capone News to discuss that controversial Balenciaga campaign, you know, the one with those creepy panda bears and all that alleged symbolism, Chile.
Panda is a secret code for a certain thing, and so when it comes down to that certain thing, it's so what it is you basically have a certain nerve in your rectum, and if you touch that nerve, you can turn a person into an animal. You can turn a person into whatever you want them to be if you just hold them down. So pretty much, when you see black eyes like Blueface and, you know, like that, he got beat up, but he didn't get beat up where you thought he got beat up. He got beat up somewhere else.
Back then, everyone was laughing off Orlando's Diddy comments like it was some kind of comedy routine. But now, with all these serious allegations coming to light, people are starting to think Orlando might have been the Nostradamus of Hollywood tea. When those headlines about Diddy's alleged crimes hit in November, everyone started looking at Orlando's viral comments with fresh eyes.
50 Cent's baby's mom is messing around with Puffy.
No, that's not the truth.
That's not the truth.
That's not the truth.
Okay, what's the truth?
Okay. 50 Cent's baby mom is Puffy. Just like Puffy's my baby's mom. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my baby mama name, I know her as Ashley. She owns Ashley's Furnitures.
And let's talk about Cassie's lawsuit, because that tea was scalding. This wasn't just your regular celebrity drama. We're talking serious allegations of abuse and control. She claimed Diddy was making her do unspeakable things while he watched, forcing her to carry guns, and even trying to harm other people in the industry. The messiness of it all. But get this. Just one day after Cassie filed that lawsuit, they suddenly settled amicably. Like, what's really going on? Diddy's lawyer tried to play it off like, settling doesn't mean admitting anything, but honey, in 2023, we know better. And then Joy Dickerson-Neal comes out of nowhere with another lawsuit saying Diddy did her wrong back in '91 and even filmed it. The audacity. Of course, Diddy's team called it a money grab, but with all these stories coming out, the math is starting to math. Y'all, this whole situation is messier than a toddler's art project. We've got celebs running scared, lawsuits dropping like hot potatoes, and everybody wondering who's going to be exposed next. Will Smith is quieter than a library during finals week, Diddy's facing more charges than a shopaholic's credit card, and Jim Carrey's out here looking like the prophet we should have listened to all along. Between the hidden cameras, the mysterious parties, the alleged grooming, and all these industry secrets coming to light, it's like we're living in a real-life Hollywood horror movie. And trust me, with more people coming forward every day, this tea is nowhere near finished brewing. Remember when we all thought Hollywood was just about glitz and glamour? Well, honey, that facade is cracking faster than cheap foundation in the summer heat. And with all these lawsuits piling up, who knows what other skeletons are about to fall out of these celebrity closets. One thing's for sure, this drama is giving us more episodes than a soap opera, and honey, we're all front row for this spectacle. Keep your popcorn ready and your notifications on, because this tea party is far from over. As they say in Hollywood, the truth always comes out. And baby, it's coming out with a vengeance. Stay tuned, because something tells me we haven't even seen the messiest parts yet. Bye.